Hello and happy Wellness Wednesday, everyone. Today's asana is the bridge pose, and here are some of the benefits. Bridge pose strengthens the quadriceps, the hamstrings, the glutes, and the pelvic muscles. When the hips are lifted in this pose, you squeeze the glutes and the outer thigh muscles along with a slight tummy tuck to enhance core strength. The navel pulled in also supports the lumbar spine. This pose is great for toning the spine because there is an extension and strengthening of the spine and the skeletal muscles connected, like the erector spinae and latissimus dorsi. This pose stretches the chest, neck, and hip flexors. The bridge created from the support of the shoulders and the legs lifts the lower back and mid-back. The upper back supports this spinal movement and corrects sagging shoulders. Since the lower body is being toned, combined with hip stability and spinal toning, this pose corrects posture. Excuse me. In bridge pose, when the mid-back and the lower back are raised, you automatically settle the shoulder blades on the mat. This grounding on the mat supports the open shoulders and opens the frontal chest. There is a moderate chest opening and expansion, which increases the chest cavity and lung space. The diaphragm is elongated and the breath is steady. Bridge pose is energizing by releasing the muscular stress in the back and the strain on the neck. The toning of the legs strengthens the knee joints too, and it helps to remove fatigue from the legs. The spine and brain are related organs to the nervous system. The spinal tone created by this pose not only releases musculoskeletal stress, but also calms the mind and increases the efficiency of the nervous system. The chin nearly tucked to the neck stimulates the lymph nodes and the thyroid glands. This helps to enhance digestion, detoxify the body, and balance the hormones in the body. The moderate chest expansion with the shoulder support is effective to treat asthma. The core strengthening tones the tummy and helps in reducing belly fat. As you lift your hips up in this pose, the urinary tract and the rectus gets squeezed. This is effective for treating urinary incontinence. The lower abdominal toning and the pelvic stability helps in treating the discomforts of menopause and painful menstruation by toning the uterus. This pose helps to prevent arterial blockages or cardiac arrest by resting the heart muscles and increasing blood circulation to the arteries. It combats fluctuating blood pressure, hypertension, and depression by soothing the brain and expanding the chest. This fatigue-relieving pose is good to treat insomnia, anxiety, and mild depression. Apart from the physical alignments, yoga goes beyond. Bridge pose teaches the concept of bridging, communicating, and connecting with people in your own inner self. The prana flow from the base of the spine to the throat. This pose balances the root chakra, sacral chakra, the manipura chakra, and activates the throat chakra. A balanced body brings a balanced mind with mental stability and emotional strength. Sounds great, right? I can't wait to get started with this asana. So let's get right to it. Here's bridge pose. So here's bridge pose. You're going to start in a seated position. Bring your feet flat onto the floor, your knees pointed up towards the ceiling, and lie down on your back. Bring your knees over your ankles and reach the fingertips and see if they can graze your heels. That's about how close you want your heels to be to your buttocks. So you don't want it too far in and you don't want it too far out. Extend the arms and allow your fingertips to graze your heels. Keep your feet hip-width distance apart. Your palms are flat onto the floor, and gently you're going to press down into your feet, lift your hips, your lower back, and your mid-back off of the ground. At the same time, roll your shoulders back and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Here we go. Press down into your feet. Lift your hips into the air so it lifts your lower back, your middle back, and maybe a little bit of your upper back. Allow your chin to tuck into your chest. Allow your shoulder blades to squeeze a little bit more together in the back. And honestly, you don't want to tuck your chin too much. You just want a gentle tuck. Honestly, you're lifting your hips up so high that your chest meets your chin. And it helps to bring your cervical spine a little more flat onto the floor. So you're lengthening your spine here. Engage your core by pulling your belly in towards your spine. Keep pressing down into the feet to lift your hips up even higher. Don't allow your knees to splay out. Keep your knees in closer to the center, hip width distance apart. And you hold it for a few breaths here. If your shoulder blades are squeezing together, try to interlace your fingers underneath your back to open up your chest cavity even more. Take a few breaths here. And slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Release your hands if you have them interlaced. And you can also bring your knees to your chest and give yourself a big bear hug to release any pressure that you might feel in that back after releasing from bridge pose. Helps to neutralize the spine. And there you have it, bridge pose. You heard all of the wonderful benefits. How can you deny this pose? You can't. So practice it today or make it a part of your practice. But, give it a shot. See how your body feels afterwards. So, here is to your health. Here is to your wellness. Happy Wellness Wednesday, everyone. I'll see you on the mat. Namaste.